Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is a very rainy Sunday and I have a lot that I need to get done. I have some errands to run, some bills I need to pay, but I also really need to get my office put together. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is back to school this year is going to look a little bit different. So I'm not in my own classroom this year, so I really don't have very much footage of me getting ready for back to school, but I do have school stuff in my home office, so I thought I might go through some of that and kind of pull out and show you some things that I am bringing with me to the classroom that I share with another teacher. So I think I'll take you along with that today, and then I will plug in the little bit of footage that I have of me getting ready for this year. So thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. So the first thing I needed to do was just go through my papers, and I was kind of making a list of what mailing lists and stuff like that I need to unsubscribe for or change my address on. So I was doing that, and just all of this paper, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So I want to get it off of all of those lists, and I'm just taking care of that and sorting it into what needs to be shredded, recycled, and taken care of. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a couple things that I'm going to be taking to school with me. The first one is this personalized pen that one of my kids' parents from last year made for me. So I'm going to bring that to school to have there. I think it'll just be fun, and I like having personalized things. Next, I have this book called Say Something by Peter H. Reynolds. It is a fantastic book. If you have a classroom or you have kids, it's all about just like saying something, as the title says, and how you can say things in different ways. So I just think that's an awesome book to read to my kids. So I'm gonna bring that one to school with me. So those are the two things I found so far that I'm gonna bring with me. I have to locate my lunchbox. I don't know where it ended up in the move. I have a couple ideas. One might be in our storage room, so I'm gonna check there next. But one other thing that I pulled out while I was kind of tidying up in here was I have this My Week notepad, and I want to start doing some meal planning. So I'm gonna try this out and see if that works for me. So, and then I also started a list of some admin things that I need to take care of that aren't urgent, but I should do. So that's what I've done so far. I'm gonna look for my lunchbox, see if I can find that, and then I think I'm going to be done down here for today. The next thing I really needed to do was clean up my kitchen. It was a really big mess, and it's just one of those things that we don't always tidy right away, and then it just becomes a bigger mess. So I wanted to tackle some of our dishes because that is the bane of my existence. So I was taking care of that, especially the hand wash dishes. I just put them off until I have a pile, and then I don't want to do it because I have a pile. So this is what I was doing there. As you can see, it took me quite a long time. I put a show on so I could keep watching that. Next up is the clip from when I was working in my classroom. I was really just labeling some stuff and doing some paperwork. Like I said, I don't really have a lot to show this year, which I'm kind of sad about because I really enjoyed those. But this is what you get so far, and I might put in some more clips later on if I take them. So what I was doing here was working on our science curriculum, putting all of the printouts that I had for the year into a binder so it was all together so easy to find. So here again I was cleaning up my kitchen. It is a never-ending process, and I think you might be able to hear some of the birds in the background because it's a nice day out, so our windows are open, so just ignore that. But I was making myself a little brunch drink and going to clean up the kitchen because it was a mess like always. It's one of the most used rooms in our house, so makes sense why it's a mess. So I was working on cleaning that up, and dishes were on my list. So that is what I was working on. There's something about seeing a messy kitchen become clean that is just so satisfying. As I'm sitting here recording this voiceover, I am looking at a mountain of dishes that I need to tackle today. So maybe you'll see that in a future video. We'll see. But I am hoping that you're enjoying this so far and that you stick around and support my channel. Please give it a thumbs up, a subscribe, or a comment if you're enjoying. And thank you so much for spending the time to stick around. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.